Yo, what is going on, man? I am B-Ball Jones. I am simply a basketball trainer that is here to bring you the blueprint, the stories, and the mindset to help you make progress in your game. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's get it. If you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not getting better, then you're getting worse. Because comfort zone, being in your comfort zone, being in that space where you feel good all the time, is actually the enemy of growth. Because being stagnant and being even is not a good space to be in. Think about that life support line. Like when you're in the hospital, somebody's rigged up to that thing and it beeps and it's going up and down. That means they have blood flowing. And that means you have the heart pumping in blood and heart pumping out blood. That means you have incoming and outcoming. It means you have highs and you have lows. You're going up and you're going down. That's a great space to be in. Even in the Bible, it says being lukewarm is the worst place to be in. He'd rather you be hot or you be cold. Being in that middle ground, riding that fence, the worst place to be in. But this is why I'm so fixated on progress is the only goal. Because when you start unlocking the psychology of like, I have to keep improving and keep getting better, you can start really making more. It's impossible for you to become stagnant and get too comfortable because you can't make progress when you're too comfortable. You can't become better when you're too comfortable. So, like, people think you hit a certain financial milestone or a certain place in life and you can just coast off of that, but you can't because okay, speaking financially, right? We have seen inflation so much in the past, just in my lifetime. Like I'm not even that old, but just in my lifetime, we've seen the jump from minimum wage from 750 to whatever it is now. And we've noticed how like that's not really anything for us because whatever amount of money you were making at that point, grocery stores were like, oh, you're making more money, so we can charge more money to have more on our end. Or it's costing us more money to produce these things for you, so we have to charge more money now. So you have to continue to make more money. You can't be stagnant or whatever you're making before you have to figure out how to make even more money to match what inflation is now. So imagine if you're stuck at still making, I'll give you 50 cents more. Let's say you're stuck at making $8 an hour, which is terrible in today's time. Like making eight, even making like 15 is not really doing anything for you for real for in today's time. So you have to keep continue to figure out how can I make more money? How can I make progress financially to grow in today's time? So you have to think about this in every aspect of your life. Because if you let's think about it like this, take it to basketball, right? Let's say that you get comfortable in this position that you're in your skills. You're in the eighth grade and you become the best eighth grader in your state. I give you that much respect. Let's say you're the best eighth grader in your region slash division, like in the southeast. You're thinking you're doing your thing, but you get stagnant and you don't grow anymore in your game from that aspect. Like you maintain being the best eighth grader of that time, but you don't develop your jump shot anymore. You don't get your handles tighter. You still got the same funky form you had as an eighth grader going to the ninth grade. Well, while you were chilling, coasting at being the mentality, the arrogant mindset of being the best eighth grader, that person, that chick who didn't make the team last year, or that chick who beat you, I mean who you lost, who you beat in the championship game last year, she took that personal, she bust her butt and she got better. So by being stagnant, you got worse because everybody else took one step closer to get better than you, or took one step closer to being closer to you and where you are. So say you were 10 points better than everybody, but everybody took a leap forward. Now you're only 6 or 8 steps better than everybody. But remember, you don't have that progress to only goal mentality, so you got stagnant, you got stuck there. But this isn't even really the direction I want to go. This is really about self mastery. So it's not about being better than everybody else. I just want that psychology to make you realize that you're going backwards. But this is about being a master of yourself, but you getting better by your own metrics. So let's go back to my analogy about being the best eighth grader. Let's say you played on one team during AAU or you went to one school or whatever, and let's say your career high was like 32. Let's just, throw a simple 32 piece out there. So people at your school and you know for yourself that, oh man, this is my career. I'm capable of scoring 32. That's what I can do. But then you go to another team or another school that don't know you that well, and the highest you dropped with them was only 23, 24. They're like, oh man, you can do so great. But you're like, man, 24, that ain't much for real, man. Like, I'm averaging 18, so 24 ain't really too much for me. I did 32 last time. But they don't know the standards you have for yourself. And so for their standards of greatness, 24 is amazing. But for your standard of greatness, 33 would be amazing because that's even better than what you did before. But that's what the progress mentality is. It's not you judging yourself of greatness off of what other people have for you, because you know for yourself what your quality of work is. You know when your best is. You know what your worst is. So that's why you can't judge your greatness or your worst off of other people. Judge it off of yourself. You have to play that careful balancing game of comparing yourself to others, of a litmus test to see how close or how far off behind you are. But you still have to come back to measuring yourself to see how much you've grown and improved. So if I want to say I'm pro level player, I want to say I'm a Division 1 talent player, and people are saying these 10 people are Division 1 caliber players, or these 10 players are pro caliber players. I have to see how close or how far off I am from them. So now I'll zoom back into me and say how close or how far off I am from where I was yesterday. Then I'll say in a month you look back up and see, okay, I'm not close to this top 10 yet. I'm like number 32. How can I lock back in and get myself better than being 32 now? What am I lacking in? Where am I struggling at? Boom. Go in, work, master these skills, master this stuff, master this mindset so where I can grow and be at this next step now. Look up again. Okay. Okay, I'm number 24 now. Go back to work. Look up again. Okay. Number 16 now. Okay, go back to work. Okay, look back up again. Boom, on number 11. So now I'm right here on par and on tier with these other 10 D1 caliber players, or these other 10 pro level players. So you have to have this balancing game of self mastery, but still having a level of, I don't want to say objective judgment, but more of a exterior judgment to see what you're qualified for to be this caliber of person or player. But at the end of the day, you have to have that progress to only go mindset to continue to grow and continue to get better, not for the sake of being better for other people, but because you know for yourself what's good and what's bad, what's quality and what's not quality. So become a self master, become a master of yourself, and make progress in whatever aspect you know you should be making progress. And you know what your good is. And if you're not doing that, then just do better. Make more progress. Make your goal to make progress from where you are right now. That's it. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you listening. See you next time. All right. Okay. Another time out. Okay. Look, if you got to this point, you have to be enjoying the episode. Like, you have to. At this point in the episode, you're enjoying it. So help me help you. Just, if you're on Apple right now and you're on your phone, okay, just take your phone, press the subscribe button. It's right there. Just do that with me. Even if on your laptop, take your mouse, boom, click over, boom, do your thing. Now you subscribe. Now you linked in, because you don't want to miss the next great episode that I have. But doing stuff like this helps the episode grow, makes the show grow, and the podcast grow, so I can keep getting great guests and keep doing great interviews. So if you listen on Apple or Spotify, take a second, look at your phone, press the follow button, okay? And share with a friend or two, because you'll find the value in this. You want to have this conversation with your friends so they can have the same value. Now the whole basketball community can grow. All right. Thanks for listening so far. I'm going to get out your way. Let's get back to the episode. Appreciate you.